Hello, welcome back to the GOODFELLAS podcast, episode number 16. I'm Braden.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Jared.
I'm Logan.
Today we're doing agree or disagree. Ethan has come up with the questions. This video is fucked up.
Who can clap their cheeks? Here, who can?
I'm not gonna say I can't.
Jesus Christ.
The limitations of lower budgets showcase the creativity of a filmmaker better than higher budgets.
Never heard that one before. Wait, the limitations.
The limitations of lower
Jared,
budgets.
you're pissing me off.
No, wait. What was the question again?
The limitations of lower budgets showcase the creativity of a filmmaker better than higher budgets.
So what was the question?
3, 2, 1. Jared, you're the odd one out here.
Low budget filmmaking just gives you a wider range to be more creative. That was just a fact. It wasn't really a question.
I think it really depends on the director. No matter the budget, a director is going to get his creativity in there. With a lower budget, it's going to be different than what it would be with a higher budget. Both of these things are going to show the creative process of the director no matter what.
You may hate that I'm bringing this up. A director like James Wan, he made Saw, okay? A really low budget, great movie. And it just came out really well because he had to use smaller budget techniques and it came out great. Years later, he makes Furious 7, which is just so much money and it's just garbage. It's like for the person, low budget brings out more creativity and it just becomes a better movie because of it.
Furious 7 rocks!
I don't think that's a good example, but I understand what you mean.
I have a much worse example. If you look at my films or Ethan's films, and you look at the Spirit Gamer channel, the Romanos, where we have no budget, or Splonge, where we also it's just us fucking around. It's actually way better because when we have more money with Lullaby Blues. I'm trying to say that Lullaby Blues sucks.
Lower budgets, they showcase their creativity in different ways. Because in lower budgets, you know, you can't do as much, so you have to find ways to navigate those limitations and make it work. You have a much higher budget, so you can let your mind go wild. A lot of people don't take advantage of that. But also a lot of people fuck up lower budgets. So it's kind of, it's equal. Yeah. Video game movie adaptations are getting stronger. 3, 2, 1. Even split.
I don't think they're getting stronger because there hasn't really been a good one besides The Last of Us, and that's not a movie. The only video game movies coming to head right now is the Angry Birds movie and Wreck-It Ralph,
movie.
which doesn't really count. But I don't know. I think it's gonna take a long time for people to really do it, and fans are like asking for it now. Like people want like a live action God of War and a live action Ghost of Tsushima, and I think if they fall into the right hands, that shit could be bomb.
TV, Arcane, which a lot of people love. Yeah, and Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Video game adaptations or video game worlds are often easier to translate into TV because games themselves are like minimum 12, 15 hours. Movies, though, I do think are getting better. Like, even though FNAF is not a great movie, I feel like it's better than it ever would have been.
I think if we're looking at video game movies from the 90s compared to now, bro, now absolutely sweeps.
I'm changing my answer for sure.
They're not good
Because,
still,
like,
but you're not getting Super Mario
Yes.
Bros. The movie, you know?
The most recent one besides FNAF is the Super Mario movie, right? Even though it's like not a fantastic movie, like I loved it so much and then it like fell off, obviously, like I knew it would. That movie was perfect for its fan base. The Mario fans themselves got so much shit to just love, and they really hit that mark.
And I think comparing it, oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Is that real?
I'm popular.
Yeah.
They are getting... The oversaturation seen on streaming services isn't as bad as people say it is. This happens with all streaming services. But let's say Netflix, for example. You're getting an onslaught of constant Netflix originals being thrown at you. It's because I'm only seeing people complain about it, right? I'm saying it isn't as bad as people say it is. 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna take Netflix because that's probably the one I watch the most. Those are the ones that are shoved down our fucking throats. Netflix will throw out a billion originals a year, and 30 of them will be watched by a lot of people. The problem is that I think it is bad because there are so many of these originals that they throw out just to see if they get a little bit of money. When they hit with like Marriage Story and Sound of Metal, those movies hit. These big directors that are moving into these streaming stuff, like Scorsese with Apple TV, that's good, but they definitely need to limit them. I always go into a Netflix original not as excited as I would if it didn't have Netflix on it.
So first, I lost it all. So hold on.
Are you on something today? Because you're actually pissing me off, like in real life.
You get so cute.
So
Okay, go on.
a few things.
That threw him off.
They're at least giving people the chance, you know, like a lot of smaller people can go to these people and get their movies made, and that's good for the industry. That's just good in general. Movies being made is good. Content, like movies are movies. The problem is a lot of time they view it as content as opposed to art.
Brayden, you look like a super bad character.
Elementary, early, junior high, people have said, you kind of remind me of Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
But not like the present day skinny surfer dude, the fat fucking loser.
Chick flicks are underrated. 3, 2, 1, go.
You can
No, okay.
respect the chick flick.
No,
Like
what
they're
I will
No, let me go first. It depends what we're talking chick flicks, because you're saying underrated, okay?
Yeah.
These movies are rated correctly. A lot of them. Let's talk Mean Girls. That's a fun movie. I gave it like a solid 7, I think.
I'm
Besides,
thinking like The Notebook. The
Oh.
Notebook's a chick flick. Mean Girls is less of a chick flick. Well, it's
Dude,
it's
Mean
just
Girls.
like
What?
No, Mean
Whoa.
Girls-
Once you go out of general into the community of film, they are absolutely underrated. There's like a
Yeah.
fragment lost to a lot of people where they just assume that it has to be bad or something. Like they don't like view it in a way to even give it enough of a chance or something. I don't know.
I'm not the main demographic, obviously. You guys all see that, like, growing up, men generally naturally shit on chick flicks. There's plenty of quality chick flicks,
Don't look
you
like
know?
that, Jared. You're not a man.
No,
You
I
don't
think
count.
pretty much every chick flick you could give me an example of are made to be good movies, but just film bros shit on it for
Yeah,
no reason.
that's what I'm saying. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, but they're not like made for women. They're just like generally great.
No, but that's the
rom-com.
target audience. The target
Yes.
audience is women.
Is it?
That
That's
yeah,
what. That's what. That's
that's
my
what
cringe.
chick flicks are. That they're made.
It's like kind of in the name.
Yeah, but like that was just like that wasn't what the film was going for. It's what the community was like. Oh,
A
it's a
lot of
chick.
it-
That's actually not true at all either. They are actually made
Jared, do
for
you
women.
know what we're talking about here?
It all comes down to personal preference, I think. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not able to connect with the chick flicks.
I could.
The Wolf of Wall Street is like my Mean Girls.
Do you consider Dirty Dancing to be a chick flick or a chick flick?
Yep. Chick. Yeah, I didn't get hard one.
What?
It's a
Okay.
good movie.
I can picture you right now on your couch with your little pecker out watching Dirty Dancing. Follow the TikTok.
All the TikTok.
I can easily separate the art from the artist.
Can we keep this to movies this time?
3,
Okay.
2, 1. Yeah, so
Did
for,
everybody
for example,
West?
Kanye West.
If-
Recently,
if
he's
it-
been a bit shaky for me, and I haven't really
I-
been able to go to his music.
When I watch a movie with someone who's like very publicly done something fucked up, I can watch the movie, love it, and I won't look at whoever the fucked up person is. I won't look at him any other way in this movie, knowing in real life he's a piece of shit.
I can watch The Pianist and still be like, damn, this is a really good movie, even though Roman Polanski made it.
Penis.
But
I will say I have backed out of watching Manhattan like 8 times. in the
because
past
it's
couple
Woody
years.
Allen,
A lot of it also depends on like how much of the art is a projection of the person. Bring it into music for an example, right? Kanye, not only does his music get worse, but he
Who
also
was the-
gets worse as a person, and it reflects in his music. And then also bringing it to the silent era, I don't really have any immense desire anyway to watch a D.W. Griffith movie.
I think the art should stay away from the artist, but I think praise shouldn't be given to the artist. There's a fan base. Oh my God, woman, leave.
How do you mean?
Because
if the first Avatar released today, it wouldn't be close to the highest grossing film. I will say Avatar has the visuals, let's say, the visual quality of Way of Water. 3, 2, 1, go.
Originally, you were like, wouldn't be close.
Yeah.
I think right at this moment, if it were like hyped up and released, it would get really far. I don't think that you could beat Endgame in a universe where Avatar didn't exist, because when Avatar came out, there was nothing like the MCU. Really. But because everybody's sick of it now, something completely new that's like jaw dropping like that. Like Way of Water made a lot of money.
What I don't really get is how it did what it did at the time. Is it because there was nothing like that really going on?
People are swayed by those visuals. I think nobody had seen anything like it at that time, like not to the scale that it had been done. And it's also James Cameron, and you can't really discount his ability to make crazy crowd pleasing blockbusters.
Word of mouth is probably a huge thing.
People just kept coming back, and it just kept climbing.
Style over substance is an overused phrase. That's a hard question, man. That's a hard fucking plan. Okay, 3, 2, 1. A lot of the time when people use style over substance, I think they're just describing a filmmaker that has style, a unique style. Shout out Red Letter Media. They were talking about the movie The Neon Demon, and they were talking about how a lot of people say that it's a pretentious movie that's way style over substance. But then one of the guys is just like, style over substance, I just call that filmmaking. And that's kind of based.
Yeah, like 2022's Elvis film.
I definitely agree with that. People throw it out way too much, because there are definitely movies that can fall under the style over substance.
Sure.
A lot of the time, it is just people shitting on people with style.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
And a lot of the time, when people don't like the style, then that phrase gets brought up. So I don't think that phrase has any meaning anymore like it used to.
I don't know. I don't really hear that phrase that often. I think people say that when the story isn't up to par with the style. I get you guys are hitting when people say that they're mocking people who have style, and I get that. You're going to have such a solid style, you should have such a solid story to go with it. I think it's a great phrase, and I think it's used the fine amount.
Jared and I are just a little bit more tapped out of the circles where it's said often.
A film that is trying something new but fails is better than a film doing something cliched but well.
Easy.
3, 2, 1.
I could go both ways on it. It's traditionally a lot better for people to do new things, even if it fails. New things often fail, but also there's some pretty incredible stuff that they'll come out that's just you harping on an old trick, you know?
What is kind of cool about that question, though, is that someone tries something new and fails, it will end up getting a pretty good fucking movie out of it. If this person tries something new and fails, someone else will pick it up at some other point and try and do the same thing, and it'll work.
I think personally, I'd prefer a cliched good movie than a bad movie that tried something new. But I respect the try. I think there absolutely is a place for them to try it. Just I'd prefer to watch one that is just good, but nothing new.
To be fair, I love the shit out of like an old classic American Western, and those are like, it's a direct formula, all of them. Isn't the question? This question is, where the
Yeah, what's up?
fuck is Wes Anderson at in everybody's eyes?
Okay, bar of the day. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. This is a thinker. Eating this beef like some wait, fucked up already. Eating this beet like some steak, you call them the feds. Handling beef so well, I'm cutting down their flesh.
Wow, that was a good video. Like I said, a really good episode that we just recorded. Anyways, we're doing best director's draft. I won the last draft, the 90s movie draft, so I'm at 2 points. Jared has 1, Ethan has 1, and Logan is at a big fat donut. This time, Jared is starting us off in this 2023 best director's draft.
I'm very ill prepared for this one. I didn't even know we were doing it today. Okay, so I got to think about the council, because the council screwed me last episode. You guys suck. So I gotta play to you guys too, but I also want my personal pick. I'll go with Tarantino.
Yep. Okay. For my number 1 pick, I'm choosing who I believe is the best director of all time. He's the best of all time, Akira Kurosawa.
Okay.
It's tough because, like,
just pick a fucking director, dude.
Fine. I'll take Kubrick.
I've lost. I'm gonna take any chance I can get here. Okay. I'm taking Paul Thomas Anderson.
No! No!
Yeah, you can easily win this draft still.
We have the namesake, Goodfellas. Killers of the Flower Moon. Don't know if you heard of him. Scorsese.
I could do the predictable pick. Or I could do something interesting. I could spice it up. I'm gonna take Christopher Nolan.
What?
That's a strategic play. That is so strategic.
Fuck you. I'm taking Wes Anderson, number 2. Jared, you get 2 and 3.
All right, I'm playing for you guys. Francis Ford Coppola.
New York
Yeah.
legend.
Okay.
Take
And
that.
for me, I'm gonna go Steven Spielberg.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You had to take Steven.
great pick, great pick.
I feel like I like him the most because he's in my top 5. He was the main thing of the last episode. I have to take David Fincher, number 3.
Yeah,
Have to.
for sure.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Holy shit, Logan. Kubrick and Nolan.
What are you gonna steal from me?
This is where it's tough. I've heel turned in a different direction that I wouldn't have normally, right? But with this new direction in mind, I'm gonna take Tarkovsky.
Yeah, you've won. It's fucking stupid.
Tchaikovsky.
Andrei Tarkovsky. Don't ever watch an Andrei Tarkovsky movie.
Dude,
For some reason, I feel like we can end the draft here.
you guys are all saying filmmakers that have sound in their movies. I'm bringing that motherfucker
No!
back. I'm taking Charlie Chaplin.
That's such a fire pick,
Good
dude.
pick, man. Yeah.
Trying to be strategic here. I'm gonna try to get
David
Logan's
Lee.
vote. No, okay. I'm taking David Lynch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get one vote here.
Shit. I'm gonna take it to an interesting guy. He's great. I think he's fucking awesome. I'm gonna take Gore Verbinski.
You got Braden's, you got mine, and now you got Jared. I see what you're doing here.
For my number 4, I'm gonna take a pretty good pick. I'm gonna take Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
did.
Great.
Damn, I thought Hitchcock. I can think under the radar for some reason.
Why would you have taken Hitchcock?
This isn't my list. I want your vote.
Oh.
I'm trying to win. Like I'm playing politics right now. I'm gonna go with Richard Linklater,
You motherfucker! I was like gonna take him for my 5th.
and then I'm gonna go Ridley Scott.
Yeah, that's a big one. For me, I'm gonna take Martin McDonagh.
Interesting pick.
Logan for your number 5. Fucking bastard.
Before I give you my number 5, I want to shout out 4 directors. 3 of them should have made my list, but I think they're all incredible. I'm going to shout out Billy Wilder, Sergio Leone, Orson Welles, and I'm going to shout out Robert Altman. Fucking amazing. I'm
Who
going
are
to
you
take
taking?
Frank Darabont.
The Green Mile and
Oh,
Shawshank.
Frank
Just, yeah.
Darabont.
Yeah, you're getting Jared's audience here. Second round, I was gonna take Sergio Leone or Billy Wilder. I was debating between those two specifically. I could say Coen Brothers, but I'm gonna take.
How did they go undrafted?
But I'm gonna take because I just made Lullaby Blues. I'm gonna take Wong Kar-wai.
Motherfucker, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
man.
Shout out to Damien Chazelle.
no.
Undrafted.
Well, not quite.
Can you try one more time?
Damien Chazelle.
Damien Chazelle.
Jared. Tarantino. Francis Ford Coppola. Steven Spielberg. Richard Linklater. And Ridley Scott. I got Akira Kurosawa. Wes Anderson. David Fincher. Alfred Hitchcock. And Martin McDonagh. Logan had Stanley Kubrick. Christopher Nolan. Andrei Tarkovsky. The 4th one. And Frank Darabont. Ethan had PTA, Scorsese, Chaplin, Lynch, and Wong Kar-wai.
My list is actually
Dude.
pretty solid.
Dude.
I'm going with Logan's.
Okay.
When Logan picked Gore Verbinski, okay, I liked the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy.
Gore
I actually love them,
Verbinski.
and I was like, "You're not gonna butter me up, Logan. That's not gonna get me, okay, buddy." Then he picked Frank Darabont, and Logan, you have my vote.
Logan wins, without a doubt. I do want to say, though, that Ethan's list actually made me think.
I have seen like one Chaplin film, I think. All of those other ones could actually make my list. And I want to say, not one of the directors that I picked would have made my personal list. I'd vote for Ethan.
Okay, so Logan's got
Made-
his first win of the podcast.
No one said Hayao Miyazaki.
But- Logan wins, so the score is now me with 2, and everyone else has 1. Okay, for the next draft, let's do Letterboxd base movie posters.
We did good, fellas.